The Nightly Business Report.
Good evening. Tonight, the Supreme Court informs that several clauses of the proposed Sri Lanka electricity bill are inconsistent with the Constitution of Sri Lanka. Liquefied to reduce liquefied gas prices with effect from midnight today. Laughs Gas also slashes prices following the decision.
We at Laughs Gas have decided to reduce the 12.5 kg gas cylinder household gas cylinder effective from midnight today.
After slumping to lowest level since April yesterday, the Colombo Stock Exchange turns the cards, recording a day with positivity. And global airlines raise their profit forecast, projecting industry-wide revenues.
From Studio 24, here's Sina Mayadune.
Good evening and thank you for joining us. The Supreme Court has informed that several clauses of the proposed Sri Lanka electricity bill are inconsistent with the Constitution of Sri Lanka. The Speaker informed the House that the Supreme Court determination states that these clauses shall only be passed by a special majority of Parliament and that one clause requires approval through a referendum.
The country's Apex Court has stated that these clauses could be passed with a simple majority if amended as specified in the Supreme Court's determination. The hearing of the petitions challenging the bill commenced on the 9th of May before a three-member Supreme Court with consisting Justices Vijit Malalgoda, Shiran Gunaratne and Arjuna Obesekara. Additional Solicitor General Viveka Siriwardana, representing the Attorney General, emphasized that the bill aims to improve the efficiency of electricity generation, distribution and sale while providing a convenient service to the consumers. The Supreme Court has concluded its hearing of the petitions and announced that it will inform its determination to the Speaker of the Parliament confidentially. Meanwhile, Minister of Power and Energy Kanchana Wijesekara says that a discussion was held with the Ceylon Electricity Board's Tariff Division yesterday to finalise the electricity consumer tariff revision proposal. In a post on X, he pointed out that the government made a policy decision last year to implement a cost-reflective tariff mechanism with tariffs to be revised quarterly each year. Accordingly, the minister said that the July tariff proposal will be submitted to the Public Utilities Commission of Sri Lanka this week.
Sri Lanka's state-run Liquefied said it was cutting liquefied gas prices with effect from midnight today. Following that decision, Laughs Gas has also announced the reduction of their liquefied gas prices from midnight today as well.
The price of a 12.5 kg litro gas cylinder will be reduced by 150 rupees to 3,790 rupees. The price of a 5 kg cylinder has been reduced by 60 rupees to 1,522. Meanwhile, a 2.3 kg cylinder has been reduced by 28 rupees to 712 rupees. Litro revises prices monthly, and Litro Chairman Mudita Piri said in a statement that Litro Gas Company was able to provide relief to the consumers as market management and international market studies were done efficiently. The price of LP gas in the international market has not changed much. Following the Litro gas price reductions, Laughs Gas also announced the reduction of their gas cylinders.
We at Laughs Gas have decided to reduce the 12.5 kg gas cylinder household gas cylinder effective from midnight today. As a result, the new 12.5 kg gas cylinder will be at an MRP of 3,680 rupees. Also, the 5 kg gas cylinder will be at 1,477 rupees. The 12.5 kg gas cylinder is taking a reduction of 160 rupees, as well as the 5 kg gas cylinder is taking a reduction of 65 rupees. The main reason behind this is the CP price has come down effective from April, from the month of June, for the month of June, as well as the interest rates have come down. So these positives, we are transferring it to customers for both industrial as well as households.
Trade Minister Lanil Fernando said that Sri Lanka is considering price controls on cement, while the government imposed protectionist taxes to keep the prices of most building materials, including steel and tiles, artificially high.
Fernando told reporters today that they will announce a maximum retail price once the companies discuss this. Sri Lanka in the past has imposed price controls on cement, and energy prices went up, creating shortages and disrupting construction activity while keeping high import taxes on steel and tiles to give profits to the domestic producers. This was after cement companies announced they would be reducing prices by 150 rupees to 2,250 rupees for a 50 kilo bag. Fernando commented that he does not accept this reducing the price by 150 and that he wants the maximum retail price to be between 2,000 and 2,500 rupees. He said that they will announce a maximum retail price as soon as the companies discuss, and if they do not comply, the Consumer Affairs Authority can give a maximum retail price, but he hoped that the act will benefit of the consumer. The threat for the price controls on cement, where large volumes are made with imported clinker, comes as the other building material prices are kept high to protect domestic businesses.
Sri Lankan High Commissioner to Pakistan, Admiral Ravindra Vijay Gunaratne, said that Sri Lanka is exploring the inclusion of pharmaceuticals and machinery in the free trade agreement with Pakistan.
Experts view the move as a potential step for Sri Lanka to reduce prices of both goods. Both South Asian nations began implementing free trade agreement in 2005, allowing each side to export up to $1 billion worth of goods to the other. Vijay Gunaratne told that the trade volume should be increased. He added that during the last 20 years, Pakistan has improved tremendously, especially in the pharmaceutical and machinery sector, and we have to include these through negotiations. The aims of the free trade agreement were to strengthen economic relations between the two nations, increase trade goods and services, and reduce or eliminate tariffs on a wide range of products. President Ranil Wickremesinghe has been looking to expand trade through FTAs with other countries to boost the country's exports and help recover from an unprecedented economic crisis.
Sri Lanka's cabinet has relaxed nationalist import controls on some pulses which were maintained to keep food prices above the rest of the world even as people skipped meals after a currency collapse. Sri Lanka had removed import licenses on 53 HS codes out of 126 related to grains. A committee chaired by the Presidential Secretary, which includes the Central Bank Governor, the Treasury Secretary and Senior Economic Advisor to the President, had recommended the removal of import licensing requirements for several pulses. Cabinet spokesperson Bandulu Gunawardena said due to the import licenses, there was a thriving black market and smuggling in the grains. He added that the removal of the import restrictions were aimed at eliminating black markets and illegal activities. Time for a short commercial break now. Some positive updates coming right after this from the Colombo stock market. This is the Nightly Business Report. Welcome back to the Nightly Business Report. The bearish run persisted as the Colombo stock market began a fresh week slumping to lowest levels since April, but it has shown notable gains today and in today's trading session unexpectedly in the green. Both the All Share Price Index and the S&P SL20 Index showed a positive trajectory, marking a notable day with gains. To get an insight on what happened at the Colombo Stock Exchange, let's go to Nagusan Balachandran from Capital Alliance Securities.
The Colombo Stock Exchange recovered from yesterday's drop, with the ASPI up by 54 points, regaining by 0.45% to end at 12,104 points. Turnover for the day was a moderate 899 million rupees, with the SL20 index also up by 16 points at 3,570. Notable retail engagement was observed in the consumer sector, with significant trading activity in Harry's PLC, Dip Products, Dialog, Lanka Milk Foods and Hema's Holding. Foreign buying was observed in East West Properties, Melster Corp, Tokyo Cement, Non-Voting and 3 Acre Farms, while Dialog, Hema's, Agstar, Richard Peary's were the top foreign selling counters for the day.
The Colombo Consumer Price Index has gone down last month from 0.9% year-over-year growth compared to April 2024 CCPI 1.5% year-over-year growth. To get a detailed analysis on the reasoning and its outlook for this month, let's connect Ranjan Ranatunga joining us from First Capital Holdings.
Inflation measured by Colombo Consumer Price Index or CCPI declined for the month of May to 0.9% year-over-year from 1.5% recorded in April 2024. The decline in inflation was mainly driven by the decline in food inflation, while non-food inflation climbed for the month of May 2024. In terms of food inflation came down from 2.9% year-over-year in April to 0% in May 2024. The steepest reduction in prices were noted on chicken, milk powder, as well as sea fish. Meanwhile, on non-food inflation increased to 1.3% year-over-year in May from 0.9% recorded in April 2024. The main increases in non-food inflation came from transportation, education, and restaurants and hotels. On the outlook, we expect the inflation to reverse towards the upward trend in the month of May, driven by mainly the increase in food prices due to the adverse weather that we are facing right now. Furthermore, we also believe that the demand pressure will climb towards the inflation and impact inflation negatively, which will drive inflation up in the coming months as well. On the flip side, we expect the reduction in global fuel prices to impact positively to inflation, while the appreciation in rupee is also expected to impact positively towards the reduction of inflation in the coming months. Thank you.
Gold prices declined slightly today as traders look towards more U.S. economic data this week after recent data revealed that inflation has stabilized, which raised hopes for an interest rate cut from the Federal Reserve before the end of the year. Globally, spot gold saw a modest 0.08% decline to $2,348.88 per ounce. Despite the recent decline in trajectory, gold prices gained 1.05% in the last month. Meanwhile, U.S. gold futures saw a 0.01% increase to $2,369.45. The U.S. dollar index declined by 0.08% against a basket of currencies, marking gold more attractive for foreign currency holders despite the subtle decline in prices. In addition to the decline in gold prices, spot gold saw a 0.43% decline to $30.63. Oil prices fell more than $1 today, extending losses from a 4-month low in the previous session as investors worried about supply rising later in the year amid sign of weakening U.S. demand. Brent crude futures fell $1.14 or 1.5% to $77.22 a barrel. Brent yesterday closed below $80 for the first time since February 7th after falling more than 3%. U.S. West Texas Intermediate crude futures eased $1.23 or 1.7% to $72.99 a barrel. WTI fell yesterday by 3.6% to settle near a 4-month low. The Organization of the Petroleum Exporting Countries and Allies, led by Russia, together known as OPEC+, on Sunday agreed to extend most of their oil output cuts into 2025, but left room for voluntary cuts from 8 members to be gradually unwound beginning in October. The Sri Lankan rupee has depreciated slightly against the US dollar at commercial banks in Sri Lanka today compared to yesterday. According to People's Bank, the buying and selling rates of the US dollar have dropped from 296 rupees and 56 cents to 296 rupees and 40 cents, and from 306 rupees and 54 cents to 306 rupees and 44 cents respectively. At commercial bank, the buying rate of the US dollar has increased from 295 rupees and 59 cents to 295 rupees and 84 cents, while the selling rate has also increased from 305 rupees and 75 cents to 306 rupees. Let's see how the rupee behaved against other currencies. Let's go for a short commercial break now. This is the Nightly Business Report. Welcome back to the Nightly Business Report. Sinopec Lanka Energy Private Limited inaugurated its first renovated filling station at a grand reopening ceremony in Trans Lanka Filling Station, Navagamua, celebrating the company's first anniversary since entering into Sri Lanka.
After 7 months of smooth operation of all 150 stations, this new completion highlights Sinopec's long-term commitment in revitalizing the country's energy sector. With continuous investments in renovation projects, facilities upgrading and health and safety and environmental improvements, Sinopec empowers the sustained growth of dealers and partners. Sinopec's renovation principles encompass the exterior image and facilities upgrade, the unseen safety measurements that significantly improve safety, and environmental protection standards and the training and development of the human resources. Looking ahead, Sinopec plans to renovate the remaining 149 filling stations over the next 3 years and explore opportunities for 50 brand new stations. A vocational training and qualification grade system to fuel station staff will be built to help develop a more skilled workforce for the energy sector. A comprehensive customer service center, which will be equipped with support in multiple languages, is also to be introduced to effectively address inquiries from customers and dealers alike.
A high-level Thai delegation led by the Deputy Permanent Secretary for Foreign Affairs of the Kingdom of Thailand, together with the Ambassador of the Kingdom of Thailand to Sri Lanka, visited Haley's Fabric plc in conjunction with Haley's Solar, the renewable energy arm of Haley's Fentons, to explore renewable energy solutions incorporated into the operations of the factory.
The delegation consisted of officials from various Thai agencies and private sector representatives, including the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Ministry of Energy, Royal Thai Embassy of Sri Lanka, Electricity Generating Authority of Thailand, PTT Public Company Limited, and Global Power Synergy Public Company Limited. Guided by the directives of the Prime Minister of Thailand, the delegation's visit aimed to explore the potential for future cooperation in renewable energy, with a particular focus on electricity generation in Sri Lanka. During the visit, Haley's Fabric showcased their successful adoption of solar power, demonstrating their initiatives to sustainable practices. This included a presentation detailing their 4.6 megawatt contribution to the national grid, resulting in a significant 15% reduction in their carbon footprint. The delegation was also briefed on the company's advanced solar installations, notably the expansive rooftop system and the innovative pilot floating solar plant, comprising of 63 panels installed by Haley Solar.
Camera LK has been appointed by Sony Electronics as the official distributor for the Maldives. This partnership marks a significant milestone in Camera LK's expansion and reinforces its position as a premier provider of photographic and imaging products in South Asia. With this appointment, Camera LK is all set to open a new branch in Maldives by the end of this month. This expansion will ensure that the latest Sony products, including cameras, lenses, and accessories, are readily available to photography enthusiasts and professionals in the Maldives. The new branch aims to provide the same exceptional customer service and expert advice that Camera LK is known for in Sri Lanka. SLT Mobitel, together with the Department of Pensions, proudly announced the celebration of the 15th anniversary of Upahara, recognizing state pensioners for their untiring dedication serving the nation with special and attractive value-added device offers designed to provide them with peace of mind and ease of life.
The Upahara device offers strongly align with SLT Mobitel's commitment to supporting and valuing senior citizens by providing them with access to essential communication and connectivity solutions that are also convenient and affordable. The special initiative includes exclusive monthly payment offers on 4G smartphones, 4G mobile routers, and 4G dongles, providing great value and tailored to meet the diverse needs of pensioners, ensuring they remain connected and informed in today's digital age. SLT Mobitel Mobile offers the latest ZTE Blade A54 4G smartphone with a 1-year warranty and is equipped with a 4GB RAM, 64GB ROM, a long-lasting 5000 mAh battery, Super AI camera and VoLTE with the Android 13 operating system. Additionally, the ZTE Blade is also offered at a special monthly charge of 3,232 rupees for the Upahara 499 package and 3,522 rupees for the Upahara 727 package under a 12-month installment scheme. The smartphone provides state sector pensioners with reliable and feature-rich communication, ensuring flexibility to choose a package that suits their individual requirements.
Sunquick has launched a groundbreaking campaign in collaboration with Affinity Integrated, and it brings to life the legendary Nadegura, an ancient guide who traditionally escorted pilgrims up Adam's Peak. By transforming him into a virtual guide using virtual reality technology, this aims to enhance the visitor experience by reviving Nadegura in an animated format, enriching the ascent with fascinating stories and insightful information. Through captivating animation and immersive storytelling, he shares tales of mountain flora, fauna, and cultural heritage, offering a deeper understanding of its significance. Additionally, virtual Nadegura encourages environmental responsibility by reminding visitors to properly dispose of plastic waste, a critical issue at Adam's Peak. Let's take a short commercial break. This is the Nightly Business Report. Welcome back to the Nightly Business Report. Asian shares retreated today after a report showed that U.S. manufacturing contracted in May. In the latest sign, the economy is slowing. Japan's Nikkei 225 index lost 0.5% to 38,749.25, and the Kospi in Seoul was down 0.4% at 2,672.43. Hong Kong's Hang Seng was the outliner, gaining a 0.1% to 18,413.20, while the Shanghai Composite Index edged 0.1% lower to 3,075.09. Australia's S&P ASX 200 shed 0.1% to 7,751.50. Treasury yields also slid in the bond market after the report by the Institute for Supply Management showed U.S. manufacturing shrank in May for the 18th time in 19 months. Wall Street ended mixed following soft manufacturing sector data and after a glitch on the New York Stock Exchange briefly caused trading halts in several stocks.
Wall Street ended mixed on Monday following soft manufacturing sector data and after a glitch on the New York Stock Exchange briefly caused trading halts in several stocks. The Dow lost 0.3%, the S&P 500 gained about 0.1%, and the Nasdaq climbed more than 0.5%. A glitch at the NYSE triggered massive swings in shares of Berkshire Hathaway and Barrick Gold. Trading was halted in at least 60 stocks before the technical issue was fixed and activity resumed. Markets also weighed data from the Institute for Supply Management showing that U.S. manufacturing activity had slowed for the second straight month in May, raising concerns of weakening economic growth. Traders now see a better chance the Federal Reserve will cut rates in September following the manufacturing data, according to the CME's FedWatch tool. Circling back to NVIDIA, shares of the AI chip leader rose nearly 5% after CEO Jensen Huang revealed that the company's next-generation AI chip platform would be rolled out in 2026. Shares of other megacaps, including Amazon and Meta Platforms, gained. And original meme stock GameStop soared 21% after a weekend Reddit post from stocks influencer Keith Gill, also known as Roaring Kitty, showed a $116 million bet on the gaming retailer.
Global airlines yesterday raised their profit forecast for 2024 and projected industry-wide revenues just shy of $1 trillion as a record number of travelers board flights.
Global airlines raised their profit forecast for this year on Monday. They projected industry-wide revenues just below $1 trillion as a record number of travellers board flights. The International Air Transport Association, or IATA, expects the industry to generate $30.5 billion of profit in 2024. That's $3 billion more than last year, as carriers keep down underlying labour costs despite recent strikes. IATA Director General Willie Walsh said the environment is better than the industry had expected, particularly in Asia. But Walsh warned supply chain problems are not easing as fast as airlines want and could last a while. IATA said airlines had been hit by unforeseen maintenance issues. Industry sources claimed Friday plane maker Airbus faces a new surge in supply problems, but the firm said it's sticking with full-year delivery goals, while rival Boeing is producing far fewer of its best-selling 737 MAX jets than originally planned. That comes after a mid-air cabin panel blowout in January led US regulators to cap its production. Despite these setbacks, IATA more than trebled its industry profit forecast to $2.2 billion in Asia. North America should also stay as the most profitable region at $14.9 billion.
Well, that's it from all of us at the Nile Business Report. Tune in again tomorrow for more happenings in the business world. Until then, I'm Sina Mayadune and have a good night.